Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit the subscribe button, get that bell notification on for the channel, and make sure to hit the like button as well. The like button helps with the channel a lot. Welcome back to the city of New Lancaster, and this is the last time we're going to be in the city of New Lancaster for at least a little while, because we're going to be starting a new series. But no worries, the city will stay here for future videos. If anything, if we need to do anything, testing something, the city will stay around. In this episode, we're going to be doing a traffic fix. Now, after the city was completed in episode 100, we did a city review, then we did a transit review, and now we're going to be doing a traffic fix. So let's see how bad the traffic is actually in the city of New Lancaster, and then we will hopefully be able to fix some of the issues without completely destroying the city. So let's hop into it. Let's find out how bad the traffic is right now. 85%. I'm going to write this down. Let's see. So this is before we've done anything. I'm recording this following the transit video. So nothing has changed since the transit video, which in turn nothing has changed since the review video, and nothing has changed since episode 100. So let's take a look at some of the hot spots. So this is flowing, but this is with traffic despawning turned on. Train traffic is pretty heavy through here as well. Our dreaded square about is also an issue. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. And then we have this tram backup as well, so that's something we'll look into fixing as well. Okay, so traffic seems to be pretty good over here. This is just busy with the merging. Yeah, this is going to be pretty busy. Hopefully that doesn't get too bad. Over here, oh, there's lots of traffic over here, but this seems like it's just a busy area. And then as well over here, but hopefully nothing gets too bad. And over in Industrial Park as well, that seems like it could cause some issues. Maybe we'll have to do a bit of a bypass or something. So, everything else seems pretty good over here. New Lancaster proper seems pretty good. A bit busy over here on this on-ramp and at this intersection over here. So we got quite the task in front of us today, because I do suspect places like this are going to be really tricky to fix. Then over here as well, this one I've known for a while. This is going to be a tough one. So hopefully, without being too bad, we'll be able to fix that. And over here, Mapleton, this area might be pretty tough as well. So let's just see how things go when we turn off despawning. Yeah, and the suburbs are fine, except for this. This entrance to the suburbs is definitely going to need to be upgraded. Okay, so this covers most of the rough spots in the city. So what I'm going to do is, I think that's as far as I can zoom out using this. Yep. So I'm going to turn traffic despawning off, and we'll check out how bad it gets. So toggle automatic vehicle despawning. Currently disabled. Okay. So I'm going to let this go for a little while, and then we will see how bad things get. And we're back. Didn't want to leave it going for too long because I don't have that much time in the day, but we left it going for a little while, and the traffic did go down, so that's something that lets me know. So we're at 83%, but that didn't go down a terrible amount, but that's okay. Traffic is definitely backing up at some of these hotspots, so that's something that we will need to look at addressing. So traffic's pretty bad over here. And how's the square about doing? You know, the square about's handling it pretty well. Okay. This area needs to get fixed for sure. And this area is backing up as well. Okay, so let's hop into it. And I think I want to start with this one over here. Let's just take a quick peek again at the traffic. Yeah, so this is good. The suburbs seem to be flowing pretty well. There's a bit of backup over here with this bus stop. So I think that's what we're going to start off by doing. We're just going to move this bus stop over. Just because I don't want to be blocking up this intersection. So we're going to be grabbing this and these routes. Yeah, let's just bring it over here. So there's a couple bus stops here apparently. There we go. So there we go. That should definitely help out the traffic. And all these cars should be able to move pretty properly. So something we've done throughout the series is we have gone on these T intersections, which I've done a lot of. I've tried to avoid four-way intersections, and I've made sure that we have yield on the oncoming lanes. So that is good. That should fix that spot. And then this just kind of slowly backs up over time, but the highway system seems to be working pretty well here. This is all good. That's just busy. Let's hop back over here. Okay, so this is an issue. This is a lot of buses and trucks. So I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to stop them from lane switching right here. And then also right here. So I guess this guy can go over there, and okay, we need to definitely delete that, or this what we've done here. So we need to give dedicated turning lanes to this one, so that what happens is cars come into this this node right here, and then they pick their lanes as they're coming in. So let's do the same thing over here. And that should be fine. Let's see how this plays out. So it looks like a lot of them... okay. Well, this one makes sense. We didn't have dedicated turning lanes over here. So with that in mind, now that we have a dedicated turning lane, cars should be able to come out of this area much better. Hopefully this fixes that issue because, well, I mean, at least it seems like it should. But we are definitely backing up here. So I think it's just a matter of these. Looks like this bus is frozen. So I wonder if I can just, oh, there it goes. Okay, so it's rerouted itself. And then this bus is frozen now. Okay, well, you know, it's flowing. That's what matters, really. These, let's take a look at this green line here. Let's see if it needs this many buses. There's 13 buses, and a lot of them are empty. So why don't we take that down to about 9, let's say. How is this one line doing? Same thing, the 32 vehicles. That's crazy. Let's knock that down. I wonder why it has that many. And the blue line, 14. Yeah, we can knock this down as well. Okay, so that'll fix itself over time. Good to see that fix pretty quick, pretty simple. And then let's move over here to this monstrosity. So I think what we could do is we could add a slip lane that'll connect to this area. But we do have an intersection over here that cars could be able to take. Now I wonder where cars are going on this road. So if we take a quick peek at it, forget how to do this. That's not good. There we go. Yeah, so there are some people taking this way and then moving up over here. So there's a lot of people going this way and then splitting off. So using roundabout there. So it's good that we already have this slip lane over here. However, I kind of wonder if maybe we should upgrade this road and add in a quick slip lane right here, so that this road goes right into this roundabout, and then that'll help out the traffic just a bit more. So why don't we do that? So let's upgrade this little bit right here, and that should be fine. Let's just upgrade that a bit as well. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to our highway here, and we will make a bit of a connection right here and sneak in a slip lane. There we go. And then I'm going to just use move it here, and we're just going to adjust the slip lane like so. Okay, so we have two nodes pretty close together, so I'm just going to move that one back. And then right here, so this is just glitching out a bit. I think just by doing that, it should help out. And with this, I think what we're going to do is we're just going to make it so, this has to yield. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make it so this lane can only turn there. Oh, just paused it. And you know what? I think we can actually just do a pretty simple upgrade to this road instead, and we'll just make this like that. Okay, and let's just make sure that that stayed, and it didn't, so that's fine. Okay, perfect. So now theoretically we should probably do a bit of lane math here, and we probably could do to upgrade this spot a bit. But that's a pretty simple fix, so let's do that. Whoa, that's some pretty big roads there. 4-lane road. That's all we need. And we'll just do that. For now, I know the lane math doesn't work out perfectly, but that's fine. And then we're going to pop out of this, go to our node controller mod. Then we're just going to make this junction a bit bigger. Perfect. Okay, so hopefully more cars take that, and then it kind of takes away from some of this traffic. But, you know, it doesn't really help from cars coming over this way. And we already have an off-ramp over here. So I think the major issue is that there's no ramp connecting this side of the highway over here. So cars have to come all the way around over this way and in. But you know what? There's really no traffic there, so that's good. Now there is some traffic over here. So I think one thing that can really help this area out is the node controller mod, and we'll just make this junction much bigger, and now cars have much more space to make that turn. And then we will give dedicated turning lanes here so that on this street there's a bit more functionality. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. And look at this, there's not dedicated turning lanes right here. So that would also really help out. But other than those spots that we just looked at, it seems like traffic is pretty good over here. It is a bit busy on this area here, and you know what? We could probably do with getting some better dedicated lanes over here. So let's go to our 2-lane road, or 2-lane highway. Actually, let's go with a 2-lane road here. And we will upgrade right here and right here. So what this is going to do is it's going to give 2 lanes to work with. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to grab, oh, come on. We're just going to grab this road and we're going to say no straight through because you're going to stay on the highway if you want to do that, right? So now by doing this, it should give dedicated turning lanes to the space and should help out traffic flow in that area. So, you know what? Traffic's pretty good in the city. I'm pretty happy with how this has actually played out over time. And the suburbs, let's take a quick peek at the rest of the suburbs to make sure everything's okay before we move on. Yeah, this is pretty red, but it seems to be flowing pretty well. Now, one thing you can do to make sure that people are using the slip lane is to up the speed of the slip lane. So let's up it to maybe 120 so that cars will choose to take this over the rest of it. So we can always slow down this section. That's probably a bit too slow. So cars will prefer to take the slip lane. And another thing we can do is also upgrade this road to a 3-lane road so that there is a bit of a dedicated lane for the slip lane. So in order to make sure that cars will actually use that, let's just do a bit of this. Perfect. Yeah, and more cars are taking that. And you know what we should probably have is no parking right here. Doesn't seem like a good idea to have parking right there. And look at that. Lots of cars are taking this space. And there's also a slip lane over here that people have been using as well. So this space is a space that we can repurpose entirely. Lots of cars probably want to come from here and go to our train station. Let's take a quick peek at that. So let's just exit out of this. And let's grab this road here. Yeah, it seems like some trucks are coming over here and going over this way. So what we can do is we can repurpose this road. So this whole area was our former bus depot. So why don't we repurpose this? So let's destroy that. We don't need that. And then we can destroy all of this. We'll leave on that pathway and we'll leave in this area here. So let's make this area just a bit more simple. So we're going to upgrade, or I guess downgrade that really. Oops, we removed a pathway. And then this pathway also connected over here. Okay, and then we'll continue this road, sorry. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that this road that we're continuing is a one-way road. So we're going to go to our industrial roads, one way, and we will just make a simple connection like that. And now cars might prefer to take this pathway. And then we're also going to draw in an industrial road right behind here since we already had one there before. So let's just maybe fill in the space with some commercial, and we will let it be. Even though I know we said we weren't going to do any building, but I think that'll just kind of help the idea out of what we've been trying to do here. So that area has turned out pretty nicely, and hopefully cars will choose to use that road just as a cutaway to get to the train station. So let's take a quick peek at traffic again. We're at 81 now, so things are getting worse in the rest of the city. So that's good to see. All our traffic fixes have already been successful so far. Yep, this is cleared up entirely. Let's take a quick peek over here at the Marchand Ranch, and there's no cars over here, but yet it's red. So that's good to see. Things are working well over there, it seems. Let's I'm just kind of just doing the outside of the city first, and then we'll move inwards. So that's all fine and dandy. Things are working well, it seems. Coming over here, yep, no really big issues over in these small communities. But now we're coming into Industrial Park, and there seems to be a bit of a backup right here. Okay, so I think this is something that we should probably look into fixing. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this a bit of a one-way system. I don't know though, but the traffic really isn't that bad. We've already added this little turnaround lane for the trucks. I think it might be a good idea to maybe give them another route to kind of go around. So let's just take this simple industrial road, and we're gonna draw a road out to here, and then over this way, and we're just gonna connect in right there. And then this way we have just an extra space for cars to do a turnaround if they wish. Oh no, I wanted to use move it here. Just move that back a bit. And then we're also going to upgrade this road to 4 lanes. Hopefully that will help things out as well. So traffic here just seemed busy, but it wasn't an issue at all. And the same thing over there, so that's good. Now we're into Brookfield here, and traffic is fine. Pretty busy over here, so let's just take a quick peek at how things are working over this way. So seems like we're having some dedicated lane issues. So let's just make sure that, whoops. Let's make sure that we have everything set up properly. And maybe let's turn off parking right here. Just because it's a busy spot and we don't want cars parking right there. So let's do that. And you know what we could also do is, oh, look at this. We also have this dedicated turning lanes over here. We could upgrade this road. And you know what, adding more lanes to this road might actually serve us pretty good. So let's do that just to here. Actually, maybe let's take it right up to this road right here. Yeah, nice. Okay, so let's just go through and we'll give this dedicated turning lanes all the way across. And now what this has done is it's given a dedicated turning lane and kept 2 lanes going forward as well. So with that, it's definitely going to help out the traffic around here. Okay, let's just grab this and pull it back a bit. Oh, no, that's fine. Never mind. And I think there's no traffic lights on this road. Good. We're using yield. Hopefully the yield has carried over. Let's make sure that. Yeah, it has. Okay. That's fantastic. And I think we need to do this over again over here. So sometimes, well, it's preferable to have the straight and right on the same lane, and the left as a separate lane. So make sure that when you're going over that on those types of roads, that it actually does that. Like right here, this is an issue. So let's just do that again. Perfect. And let's give dedicated lanes there and here. And we'll go all the way along as well. This seems fine. This is an intersection we built a while ago. And one thing you can do to mitigate the traffic in your city is just to do these simple traffic fixes as you kind of go. So, you know, no one's really taking this road, but that's fine. If a couple cars take it, that's all worth it, right? Okay, so that's just busy. Everything's flowing. Same over here. Things are flowing. Seems like we did a really good job in the city. But over here, things are getting bad. So let's take a quick peek. And I think I already know what the issue is. It's these buses right here. So this is the bus turnaround area. So we need to check out these bus lines. Yes, so as you see, there are lots of buses that are coming over here. So I think what we need to do is we need to spread out those buses. So we'll have these two. Whoa, never mind. Cancel. Cancel. Oh no. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. This green line seems like it's going everywhere. Let's take a quick peek at where that line actually is. So let's find one of these light green buses. And this is the Industrial Hub New Lancaster Express bus that very few people are taking. Lots of bus lines. Let's take a quick peek at the line. Okay, so it's going all the way down here and over here. You know what? I think this line is already taken up by other buses. So we can delete this line. So let's find that light green bus. Lines overview. Delete line. Okay, so that will hopefully help the traffic out a bit over here. Now that we've taken out that bus lane. But there's definitely a backup of buses, and this is an issue that was always going to occur because we had this right here on this major route. So just like we mentioned in the last video, we're going to need to take away parking right here, and we're going to take away parking on this whole road. Now we've tried something out of here already by doing a timed traffic light. It's just there's so many buses that need to go through here. So I think the major issue for this area is the bus lines themselves. So let's try to make it so these buses don't even stop over here. So this bus is just doing a quick turnaround, and then it's going all the way back to New Lancaster. So let's spread out the love here, and we'll put that one down there. And then this green line, now we're looking at yellow here, is doing a bit of a funny loop here. So I think it's probably better if now this is weird, so I'm just trying to track it. It's coming off the highway. Oh, and then it's going back over there. Okay, so it doesn't really even need to stop over here, but it can stop over here. Oh, and then it goes over there for some reason. Okay. That's interesting. Let's take a quick peek at the line then. Lines overview, and it's a pretty busy line. So it's the New Lancaster IT Mapleton Express. It's pretty busy. Okay, so that's something we can't really change then. There's lots of people waiting for it. This should actually be upgraded. So that's something we need to really figure out, is this line in particular. So let's take another peek at it. Maybe it's the green line then we would need to look at moving. Now this is a bit frustrating because I would love if this bus didn't have to do this. So let's try to work it out by adding in these bus stops over here. And it seems to be doubling back. So you know what I might do is I might just delete that line and redraw it. So it is the yellow line here. Okay, we're gonna need to find it this way. Line details. So it's the New Lancaster IT Mapleton Express. So let's delete the line. and we're going to redraw that line. So we're going to start it. Create new line. Nice. So that's going to go right. We don't need it to turn around over here. We need it to go right into the IT district. So there's already a bus stop here. And then let's put it over here. And then it's going to go over here. It can transfer to other stations now. So let's get it to come back. And that'll serve the same purpose as the other line did. So that'll be the most recent line we just built. So that'll be line 46. Let's take a quick peek. 9 vehicles. Yeah, let's just make that 10 and then we'll leave it at that. So you know what, as we've done that, we've moved some of the bus lines away. Traffic seems to have stabilized. So let's just go over it another time with some dedicated turning lanes and maybe upgrading a couple roads to add a couple more lanes, and we should be fine. So let's just upgrade that, and let's upgrade this road, and then we'll come back over. You know what, we're gonna need to do these ones as well. Might as well just make them all like this because this will help out the traffic. Okay, so with that in mind, I think we have completed this area. Yep, seems like it. Some of the buses will have to figure out their routes again now that the roads have been upgraded, but things are going well, except for over here. Holy cow, we got a bit of a backup. So this is an issue. So what we're going to need to do is find the root of the issue. So lots of cars wanting to turn this way and getting stopped right here. Okay, so this is an interesting problem. Something that can probably be solved with a traffic light. However, I'm trying to do the city without them. So what we could do is make this 3 lanes in 1 lane, something like this. So we do something like that, flip it over, and same thing here, flip it over, because there's not many cars going through. But, oh, darn, wrong one. Okay, so let's take a peek at if this is going to work. Let's give dedicated turning lanes, and hopefully that those dedicated turning lanes have helped out a bit, but it seems like there's also an issue here of cars wanting to go straight. So one thing I can do to fix that is by removing dedicated turning lanes from this section here. Because this is just a residential street, cars can easily continue on over here. And they're trying to get to maybe this on-ramp, let's say. So why don't we look at upgrading the amount of lanes on this road then? So we should probably look at maybe using this network. So we're just about to delete a pathway, so I'll go fix that. That's over here. Nice. So there's also lots of these purple buses. So let's take a quick peek at this lines, the NL Collector 3. So there's actually a lot of people using this bus. They can probably use more as well, but it seems like this line should probably be spread out a bit more. So this purple line is going up to here, turning around and going elsewhere. So you know what, I don't think the line is the issue. I think these buses are just bunched up and they need to spread out a bit. So we'll leave it at that. I think we might have fixed the crux of the issue. Yep, and now all these cars are moving. Now that's just by adding in a couple lanes. Pretty simple fix. Now, one thing we can also do is help with this. Oh, we already have that, so I don't want them lane switching here. And then also here. So let's get them lane switching when they merge, because that way we'll know a bit earlier where cars want to go. Okay, so then right in here is where I'll get them to choose their lane. So I'm actually going to remove, oh, come on, the dedicated turning lanes from this one right here. So now they can kind of just merge willy-nilly, and that way, once they get in here, they already have their lane picked. And maybe this way we can, I don't know, seems like it's backing up again, but it looks like it's probably just a matter of them having to slow down. So why don't we look at using the node controller here and making this junction a bit bigger. And we could also make it so this is a 3-lane road. So we'll go to here, upgrade that, and then now once cars want to, we can still have a dedicated right-hand turn, but we have 2 left-hand turns. And then we can also come into this, choose this junction, and we can just say cars can go through, and hopefully cars will just continue on. And then we can also do the same thing on these ones. Whoops. So let's go cars go through. And cars go through. Okay, so it looks like the traffic is moving again, which is great. The backup isn't there anymore, except for over here, it seems. Now this has always been an issue with this city, is the traffic over here. So why don't we do the same thing we just did over there, except for we're going to be doing it over here. So we're going to go through here, and we're going to make sure that this has no lane switching on the bridge. I know it's not realistic, obviously, but it's how you get it done in this game. So we're going to get them to pick their lane as they come on right over here. Yeah, sorry about that. And I think there's one more node. Yeah, but we'll get them to switch right here. So we're going to actually take out the lane switching right there, so then they'll have to merge over here. So this might cause a bit of traffic, but we'll see how that plays out. And yeah, a bit of backup over here, but you know what? It's moving. This is going to be a tough spot regardless. Although a time traffic light might work. But it's looking more and more like this might be a 2-episode kind of traffic fix. So let's take a quick peek at where traffic is at. 81%, and this is the biggest issue we have. But maybe we can add in. No, it's just people really want to get on the highway right here. So I think what we're gonna have to do is come back to this one. Hopefully some other stuff we do helps, but let's take another quick peek over here, and traffic seems to be flowing out of the square about. But these trams definitely need to be fixed. So let's take a quick peek at the lines, and maybe we can lower some of these. Yeah, we don't need 7. Maybe we can go down to 5. And I'm hoping that just doing a bit of this kind of stuff will actually help out the city a lot, or this traffic a lot, because we're not really using that many people on these trams. So that's the purple and the black. We also have the white line over here. Yeah, we don't need 10, so why don't we go down to 6? 7. So I think that should fix that issue altogether, to be honest. And then these are just waiting for the stops. That's all parking. There's a bit of backup right here, which is interesting to see. Oh, it's buses. Okay, and there's also a light here, so that's something we can fix. Take out that traffic light. And then, oops, wrong thing. Okay, and then we'll give dedicated turning lanes. And hopefully that will fix that issue. Looks like it will. And the square about is flowing. And then it comes to this light in the square about, which is something we've already fixed. So I'm not going to really touch that. We've already touched on the square about before. Traffic seems to be going okay in the downtown. This is just busy. It's weird that it's so red. But yeah, things are moving. I wish things could move a bit faster, but it is what it is. And there is a traffic light here, and I wonder if that is something we'd look at changing again, now that we have way more transit in the city. So why don't we look at removing this time traffic light. And then we will just let it go, and we'll see what's going on with it. There's already dedicated lanes. Let's already go through, and let's look at the yield here. Oh, come on. Yeah, so let's make those two yield, and then this will just keep flowing. Okay, and then right here we will do bit of that. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is not what we needed to do. Okay, dedicated lanes. We're actually gonna have 2 turns, 1 straight, 1 right. Okay, that's what we wanted. Okay, and then this one is gonna curve into here. Then this is going to go here. Then this one's gonna go there. And this one's gonna go here. And hopefully that will get them to where they need to go. Something else we can do is we can also add in the node controller and make the junction a bit bigger. Look at that. It's all flowing really nicely. Except for this bus. So those buses will cause some issues, but it seems like the traffic is flowing out of here pretty nicely, pretty good, which I'm happy to see. Okay, so that's fine. It's busy. It's the center point of the city, right? So it's just gonna stay like that pretty much for the rest of the game, and this is pretty good. And you know what? Traffic actually just has gone up since we've been fooling around with this stuff. And then right here is another pretty bad spot. So let's take a look at how this is working. So we just have a lot of people trying to turn into here. So that is a really simple fix, hopefully. And what we're going to do is we're just going to add in an extra lane here. Okay, so let's see how that's going to play out. Let's make sure we have proper dedicated turning lanes all the way through here. And we also have the proper yields. There's a bus stop here. So that is why. Okay, so we don't actually need... we can just do that because these are just dead-end residential roads. So that's not an issue. And you know what? We could probably even just make this a 3-lane road. We could probably do something like that, like this. Yeah, I think this is going to work out a bit better. So we have dedicated lanes there, dedicated lanes, and dedicated lanes, except for this one is also going to be straight. And I guess this is a one-way road. Yeah, okay. So hopefully that will fix itself over time. And it already looks like, I was just about to say, it already looks like traffic's better, but then that happened. So bit of a strange phenomena happening right here. Why don't we look at these lanes? So let's make sure that, yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Okay, so it looks like everything is okay at least. And I think it's just with the pedestrians crossing. So something like a pedestrian bridge might actually help out there, but I think we're just going to leave it like that. And this is just really busy, but it's flowing, so that's good. And over here, this is a mess. This is because of the cruise ship harbor that's just been glitching out. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this back a bit maybe. Give them a bit more space to get out of here. And this... Whoa. This is just nonsense. Maybe what we do is we make this like a one-way system. So then they have to keep going this way, but we already have a bunch of bus routes in here, so that'll be frustrating to redo. Now, I wonder what the actual issue is here. It's people wanting to go over that way. So, I've never really run into this issue before, so why don't we do no lane switching and we'll see what that does. Seems like this might actually be helping out a bit. Now, I don't think I didn't do proper yields and stuff as we were going over here, so that might also be causing a bit of an issue. This traffic has cleared now, and now it's moved on. Yeah, we might have fixed it. Okay. This guy's choosing what car he wants to drive. I think I might just drag this intersection a bit over this way. Because it looks like people are trying to get out right here, so now I'll give them a bit more space. Yeah, it seems like we fixed that issue, so that's good. It's just going to be a bit busy, and it's a bit busy right here just due to what we've just unleashed. All those cars. So let's take a quick peek at the lanes here, and we'll see if that's okay. Yeah, there's a dedicated lane for each direction. That should work. This I don't want to mess with. I want this to be a one-lane road. Yeah, that's not something I want to mess with. And that intersection is just busy. I think it's working though. Maybe we do need to actually give these dedicated lanes. Maybe we didn't even do yields over here. Let's take a quick peek. We did, so that shouldn't be an issue. So let's just make sure that these cars can just keep going, and we'll see if that fixes it. Yep, but looking at that bus, we could probably make this a bit of a wider junction. hopefully that helps. Yeah, looks like that was the solution all along. And then right here as well, I think the same solution is going to be occurring for this area. Just make this a bit of a wider intersection. And then also some dedicated turning lanes, in case we hadn't already had that. And we're going to figure out this line, because this is just a bit too busy. But it seems like it's used enough, I guess. Looks like these passengers are all getting on here and then going to the next stop. So I think we're gonna stick with what we have. Yeah, it's this. It's for this train station. So unfortunately, there's not much else I can do about that. I can probably move the bus stop itself, so we can encourage more people to use transit if we pull it over here. And we'll do the same thing right there. Look at all these people run. You're not gonna miss the bus. The bus is right behind you. Yeah, and then this way maybe hopefully more people will choose to take the subway systems, which it seems like they are. So I think that was the right solution. There's just a bit of backup over here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. All right, so let's zoom out of the city a bit more. Let's see if there's any more traffic out this way. So this way seems clear. Over here seems good. Now we're going to be in this area, and that seems good. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's actually an issue. But over here in the IT district seems busy. So, what to do? I think it's just the fact that we really only have 2 entrances from this main road over here. This IT district, it seems like it's busy, but... Oh, what's going on here? Let's take a quick peek at that. That's all fine. Ah, that bus just decided to ignore everything. Let's go into this. Oh, no, not that. Dedicated turning lanes. Yeah, everything should be good there. It's just a matter of these buses and this bus stop. So maybe what we should do... I mean, I don't know. This shouldn't be an issue. It's just a backup of traffic. And then over here as well, people are just switching lanes. So maybe that's something we need to fix for over here. So let's just say no lane switching. And they're going to have to pick their lane when they come in. Yeah, so this way they'll be able to know which direction they're going before. Yeah, this is already flowing a lot better just with those simple fixes. So let's take a quick peek at the traffic now. Yeah, this is just busy. I think maybe we already have 3 lanes over here, eh? So maybe what we do is go to this. Nope. Yeah, and then we'll just say you can also go straight. No, we'll give that a dedicated left, and then 2 lanes there. And then also what we can do is we can say over here, no cars. So then only buses can go over there. We can also do that over here as well. And cars that want to theoretically turn right will have to just go around. So no cars over there. And this bus line just really loves, looks like it needs more buses on this line. The ferry IT collector. This bus just really loves just ignoring all the rules. Okay, so with all these cars turning here, I think the solution might be to move the bus stop down a block. Or at least spread it out. So that black line seems to be deciding to ignore a lot of the rules. So we'll split them up. And we'll make this one stop over here. I don't know. I've never really done something like that. Let's see if it fixes some issues. Okay, so traffic's back at 84%. Look at that. We're already getting back up to the what we had it at before. So it seems like this is just busy. That'll sort itself out. This is backing up, but hold on. The light's about to turn probably. And then all that will free up. But we should definitely say no lane switching outside of the nodes. So then when cars come in, they have to already previously choose their lane. So I think right here, this one can go in any of them. This one has to go here or here. This one has to go in these spots. Maybe what we do though is make it so this guy can also go here. That'll help spread out the traffic. Yeah, it seems like it is. So that's something we need to do for these ones as well then. So we'll say no lane switching. And then also no lane switching. So that's something we're just going to go through around this roundabout, this square about, and we'll make sure that that's not happening. Okay, and I think we've almost fixed all the major traffic issues in this city. So I think that's probably where we're going to end it once we kind of go over it again and make sure everything's still cool. And we'll turn traffic despawning back off, and then we'll see what's happening. So yep, this seems to have fixed a lot of the issues. And you know, I honestly am surprised that it's not as bad as it is, or as bad as it could be. But I think a lot of it is because we've done so much traffic fixing in these videos before. Okay, so this is a bit of an issue. People are coming off the highway here and not having enough places to turn around, or to make turns. So I think what the solution might be is 3-lane roads here. This is a one-way. Okay, so let's do this 3-lane. And then we'll go back to this one. And then this should be coming into the square about area, right? Yeah, so this one should probably be enough. So let's go over and make sure that we have dedicated turning lanes on that road we just upgraded. Okay, so the one thing I'm worried about is this bus stop that's on this little section here. So it was going to go this way. So why don't we just drag that stop right there. And that should be fine. And I don't think this did dedicated lanes properly. There we go. Okay, so that looks like it's already cleared up as well. Back to the traffic. 85. We are back at it. This is just busy. This looks like it's jumbled up. Oh, this is the IT district again. Okay, so let's take a quick peek at the lanes here. I think maybe if we just upgrade this whole section to 4-lane roads, I think it might help out. So why don't we do that? And I think that's probably the solution to the bus issue in this area. Yeah, and then this is just a crazy intersection. So let's take a quick peek with maybe this. Yeah, cars can go through. Yeah, so I think this should just be fine. It's just a matter of the cars finding time to actually turn. So why don't we take a quick peek at the yields here. Maybe we make it so pedestrians don't cross this area. So we can turn pedestrian crossing off. So no pedestrian crossing. Because there is ways for them to get around. We've created specific spots for them anyways. So by doing this, we might save time for traffic, or for the cars themselves. So let's make this node bigger as well. And look at that, it's cleared up. Okay, fantastic. Quick peek around the city, see if anything is still backed up. That's a bit strange that that was backing up. It's just buses, okay. So it's just cars wanting to stay in this lane, and then also buses themselves. So why don't we take that bus stop and we move it right there. And then those buses won't stop there anymore. Okay. And traffic. How did this turn out? Yeah, you know what? Like with this parking garage here, I don't know what to do. It's madness. To the point where I think maybe we should just move it. So let's just move it right to here. And you know, it still kind of works with the theme that we're going for. And then just by doing that though, things look a lot better, or will work a lot better. So now there should be less people going out that way. Looks like people are still just crossing to get into their cars. So I think that's just going to have their own solution over time. Let's just try to fill this space with something. Looks like it hasn't really figured everything out yet. So one way to kind of fix that is just to grab the movement mod and just touch the road. Just move it a bit, and then you come back to it, and zoning should be able to, you should be able to zone stuff again. So hopefully by doing that, we've kind of solved the issue long term for this area, but maybe a bit of no lane switching will help. And with that, I think that was the last one. We should be fine and dandy. That bus is not full. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think we're just gonna have to leave that bus the way it is. But I think that's just gonna have to unbunch over time. But other than that, we have gotten our traffic back to where it was before by doing a bunch of quick traffic solutions, and we didn't even touch this one, which is working just fine. It's just a bit busy. So even though we didn't have to actually end up doing the one I thought we did, it's working fine. Just the way the way we planned it. That's working great. This is just busy. Deliveries and stuff, that'll always be slow. Maybe there's a couple quick things we can do, like add in, no, we already have dedicated lanes. Maybe just a couple of these, no lane switching. And then these cars might be able to figure themselves out a bit easier. Probably messed up some of their deliveries, but and then we already have dedicated lanes here. Let's say that these cars can't go straight through. They have to turn. And then maybe right here, what we do is we just add in a larger road. And I think that should probably be the solution to the issue. Yep, that looks like it's working. And it looks like we should probably just upgrade this road as well. And then we'll just have to go back and touch those again. Okay, so let's take a quick peek at the traffic. Maybe that even helped our traffic a bit. Maybe not really, but this is all working great. This is still flowing properly. Yep. And I think as long as the airport's still fine, yep. I think that will do it, folks. Yep, we have fixed the traffic issues of the city by not even doing that much, just using TMPE. Besides this weird mess, we have done a pretty good job at it, I must say. I don't really know what we could even do to fix this. I think it's just because this is just such a busy area. But you know, like, I want to end the video here, but I don't want to end it with this issue still kind of going on. So, you know, I think we should be able to just kind of go forward with this. That's a yield. Maybe we say no yield and just keep going through. And maybe that will help the backup. Maybe we don't have these cars turn here as well. So you have to go straight. And then, where is this? This one has to turn into this lane, and these ones have to go here. And hopefully that should just kind of just flow fully, and then we'll also make this junction much larger. Oh, now we've lost pathway connection. There we go, let's fix it. And then maybe, oh, this looks like it's glitching out a bit. No parking. Okay, and I think that should do it. Let's take a quick peek backwards at if everything is still fine. Yeah, look at that. I think it was just, there's so many people just waiting to hop in their cars right here. So maybe we didn't even need to move that parking garage in the first place, but things have cleared up. So besides these buses here, maybe what we do right here is just ban cars from that side, from that lane. And then that way, yep, come on, you shouldn't be able to do that. No cars. No cars. So then that's just a bus lane, and I think that'll fix itself over time. There are so many people waiting for these buses. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have fixed the traffic in the city. It wasn't even that bad to begin with, but now it's even better. So I hope you liked the video, everyone. We're back to 85%, and we will now turn traffic despawning back off, and the city is good to go, and I feel comfortable moving on to the next city, which will come out in the next video where we'll do a map introduction, and then we'll, you know, keep on building away. So I hope you liked the video, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one, which will be coming out in a couple days. So I look forward to that, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace out.